Okay, y'all, it is time for another thrift store find upcycle. This piece here I found at Goodwill. It is a decorative wall scroll, and I picked it up for a couple of dollars. I loved the detail on it. It is a sturdy piece, and I even love the color of it. I just want to fresh it up, spruce it up just a little bit to make the detail on it pop a little bit more. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a brush and I am adding DIY's dark wax to the whole piece, mainly trying to get it down into all the crevices, all the detail, because that's what I want to make pop. I want that detail to stand out more. So I put the dark wax on part of it, and then I'm taking a baby wipe and I'm wiping back the excess excuse me, with a baby wipe just off the high areas. I'm trying to let the dark wax sit down into all the crevices there. So I'm going to continue that. See the difference that it makes. It just adds a certain like aged look to the piece too. And you could do this with white wax. It all depends on what kind of look you're going for. But white wax, you can do the same thing. It would probably give it more of a weathered kind of look with the white wax. And the DIY waxes, I order from Upcycled by Bree. I can post that link in the description. But this DIY wax is one of my favorite waxes to use. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but the wax is buttery smooth. It's real creamy, real easy to use. It's out of the waxes that I've tried, it is my favorite wax. So, and then when we get done with this, I still want to add another detail to it. I want to use DIY's Golden Rule, which is a golden patina. And I'm going to add that to all the high areas to make those details in this piece pop even more and give it more of maybe a French country kind of look. Give it a richer look. Well, there it is with all the dark wax. I did dark wax the back of it. I wanted the back of the piece to match. So I always try to finish the back of my pieces. And so here it is, the Golden Rule, and I'm just going to use my finger. You can use a paintbrush, but usually if you use a paintbrush with these patinas, you end up having to throw it away because they do not wash out real easy. Even though somebody did tell me to try washing my brushes with vegetable oil. So that's on my list to try. I want to see how well that works. But usually if I do use a brush with the excuse me, the patinas, I usually pick one of my oldest, rattiest little brushes, and then, I don't feel so bad throwing it away afterwards. But here I'm just using my finger. I feel like I can control it more. So I put it on with, where I want it with one finger, and I'll take another finger, clean one, and rub it in or spread it out just to where I think that it looks good, so it doesn't look like it was just dabbed on. We want it to look like it's been on there for quite some time. So like I said, I just go around with my finger and hit all of the high areas and then rub it in a little bit. I do this to the entire piece, even the sides of it. There's no detail on the back of this piece, so I don't add any of the Golden Rule to the back of it. Now this piece does have the hangers on the back of it already. This piece turns out so pretty. So I even thought about even taking the white wax and going over the whole thing with a little bit of white wax. But by the time I got done with the Golden Rule and just the dark wax, I loved the look of it, so I just left it. And this piece has sold. I list most of my items. So here you can see where I'm going in on the sides. And I just put it on the high areas, and then I go back with another finger and just rub it in a little bit. So, but most of my items that I spruce up or I flip are listed on my website at thesimplesprucestudio.com. If you are interested in any of those items, please check out my website. This piece actually was listed on the website and sold before I did the paint finish on it. So here is a look at the finished product. I love that gilding wax, that gold gilding wax. Again, that is Pennies from Heaven. No, I'm sorry, Golden Rule by DIY and Dark Wax by DIY. I think it turned out gorgeous. I love how those two combined together just make all the details in this piece pop. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. So, and do not discard those items you can find in a thrift store, guys. Thank you for joining. Love you guys.